Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here today. Today's topic is all about difficult conversations, especially at work. All right, so thank you for being here. My name is Su Patel and I am all about helping people command their self-worth. Why is that? So that they can create more joy, more peace, more abundance in their lives. Today, as I said, today's topic is about difficult conversations, potentially in the workplace. So why is it always difficult to, why are conversations difficult in the workplace? We're constantly feeling self-conscious about who we speak to, how we come across, and putting meaning to all of these things when we're in our jobs. All right. And what I mean by that is I remember when I was in my corporate role that, I used to feel like, oh, if I say this, then it's going to look bad. Or if I do this, it's going to look like I'm not on point or professional enough or good enough or strong enough in my role. And potentially that stopped me from being self-expressed, really saying what I wanted to say and showing my true talent. Right? It stops you from really showing who you really are when you feel uncomfortable speaking up. All right. So the conversations that we have in the workplace are often difficult because of the conversation that we're having over here with ourselves. All right. We're constantly telling ourselves we're not good enough. We don't deserve to be, to speak up. Who would want to listen to what we have to say anyway? Why would they want to listen to us? Or we don't say anything to people because we're scared of hurting their feelings, because we're scared of the impact that it will have on them and then how they might react to us, right? So I'm sure all of this resonates with you because this is how it was for me in my job when I was in my corporate role. It's also, you might have this experience in your relationships with your family or your friends. You're constantly stopping yourself from saying what needs to be said because you're scared of the reaction that you're going to get from other people. Now, when you do that, like I said, you don't get to be your self-expression. You feel stunted in being who you really want to be, right? You feel like you just can't express yourself, right? And you hold back and then you go away feeling like as if, oh, I wish I'd said this or I wish I'd said that. And obviously the moment's gone and then you can't say it anymore, but you feel like, there's an incompletion there for you. So first of all, let's really look at, what is the conversation that you're having about yourself, right? Is that you're feeling already like you're not worthy of somebody who can speak up. You're not worthy of somebody who can say what you want to say to other people. And why is that? So that's the first thing that we need to work on is who are we being for ourselves? All right. Now, this will take a little bit of mirror work for you to do. All right. Can you be with yourself in the mirror? Can you be with the conversation that you have with yourself, looking in the mirror? I do this so many times, because, every now and then when I'm, going to go out there and network or when I'm going to go to an important meeting, it's really important for me to really be at one with me. People don't like doing this because when they look at themselves, they don't like what they see. All right. So, and it's the same in conversations. All right. When you don't like who you are, you're not going to like how you show up with other people. So having these conversations in the mirror and being at one with yourself is a very, very challenging and tough exercise to do, but is a necessary exercise to do because that is what will help you be at one with you and accept you for who you are. All right. And all you need to do is look in the mirror and tell yourself what you love about yourself. All right. And the more you do this, the more it will start helping you build up and accept that you are who you are and the way you are. All right. So take that on as a first exercise. And then as you're going out there into the world, number two, I really want you to think about is often we feel like we have to give other people feedback. Now, there's certain roles as managers, as leaders out there that you feel like you need to give people feedback. Now, unsolicited feedback never works. All right. You could tell somebody what you think about them and it will either alienate them towards you, make them defensive, and which means that they will then react to you. And also it will have a negative impact on your relationship with them. All right. So whenever I'm looking to help somebody or be a stand for them to be in their power, I always request permission from somebody to say, is it okay for me to be open with you about something? And I get permission from them. All right. When you get permission from them, they are now open for you to give them feedback. Okay, so unsolicited feedback never works. All right, so always create an agreement with somebody to give them feedback. And 9 times out of 10, you know, we all know what is not working for us. We all know where we're not performing. We all know where we're not being our best, you know, and sometimes it does take somebody just to shine a light to help us along our journey. And I know I've always worked with coaches and mentors because I want to be at the top of my game. I want somebody to be able to shine a light on something, you know, on a blind spot that I don't know, right? And it really works, you know, to work alongside somebody, whether it's a coach or a mentor. All right, so take that on as well. And then the other thing about really, you know, having difficult conversation with somebody is you've just got to own that, you know what, I just need to say what I need to say. All right. And sometimes you just need to say, listen, can we have a conversation? All right. And when you have that conversation, you've got to own it from your point of view. All right. You can't tell somebody else, this is what I think you should do, because that's, if you haven't got permission to give advice, then that's not your place to do. Okay. You can't tell people what they're thinking and feeling unless they've told you what they're thinking and feeling. The only place that you can come from is over here with you. All right. So I say things like, I just need to have a conversation with you because I'm really upset because of XYZ. All right. So you did this and this is what I made it mean. And the impact it had on me was this. All right. And it's just a conversation, and you have this conversation without any, you know, once you've calmed down from the initial shock of it or the initial impact it had on you. And then you go from a place of, all right, I just need to be open with this person. Because if you don't have that conversation with that person, there will be an incompletion there, and it will fester and it will snowball into something more. All right. So really owning what you're feeling in that conversation with somebody will help you dissipate the tension that you have between you and the other person. All right. So just owning up to your feelings and just saying, listen, can we have a conversation, and come from a place of you having the issue, not the other person having an issue, because everyone does what they do. All right. And, you know, they're coming from their level of awareness. They're coming from their level of experience, their limiting beliefs, you know, their theories, their world and their model of the world. All right. And you've just got to get that, you know, people are not out to get you. Okay. You know, and again, you know, the reticular activating system, which is another one of my videos. So please do check this video out. Whatever you believe is what you will then focus on. If you believe that the world is full of people who are negative, or you believe the world is unsafe, then that's your mind and your filter will go looking for evidence of where the world is not safe and where the world is not kind. All right. So whatever you believe, you tell your reticular activating system to go and find you evidence for it, and you will find that. All right. So really work on that as well. And you can do that by creating affirmations and repeating those affirmations until you believe that, you know, the world is full of kind and considerate people. All right. Because that's my world, because I created the affirmation that the world is safe and the world is full of kind, generous people. Right. And I've spent a lot of time developing that mindset, because, you know, I used to be scared of going out in the dark. I used to be scared of going out meeting people. I used to be scared of saying what I really wanted to say. And, you know, and the other thing that, you know, you really want to work on is, if something doesn't work for you, right? If somebody does or says something, you just simply can't just say, you know what, I really appreciate your advice, or I really appreciate what you've done there, but it actually doesn't work for me right now. You know, I'd love to help you out right now, but right now that doesn't work for me, you know, but maybe we could look at a time when it could work for me. All right. So very, very simply, those are some very, very simple tips that you can use in conversations with people to really help you empower yourself. Okay. Because often when we're in difficult conversations, we feel disempowered. Right. So just really owning your emotions, your feelings and your thoughts, and really owning that it's your feelings and your thoughts. And by doing some mirror work, you'll be able to overcome the anxiety of having those conversations with people around you. So I hope this conversation has given you something. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Please do connect with me on LinkedIn, where I'll be sharing some more, you know, regular posts and videos. And if you would like further coaching in this area, please do connect with me and send me a message. See you on the next one.